Hi, this is Bala. I am presenting my forecasting model, Houston Power Usage Forecasting Model, which is it's the initiative came from the recent power outage, and the recent power outage is February second week snowstorm, Texas snowstorm that caused that power outage. So causing using the Houston Power Outage model, the state level or utilities companies, they want to see that check the model and any readjustment. So objective is that's what this model required for state as well as the power utilities companies. And so I got the data from power utilities companies and as well as service and the state, and the data looks very correlated. You see here there are a lot of positive and negative correlation between the variables. So this correlation behavior is you can see, and then you see I also use the diagnostic plot to see how that is, and it looks to me fairly normal. No any major outliers could be and all within the limit. Then I look at any multicollinearity present in this among the predictors. You see that the highest value is 7.6 within 10. So I don't think any multicollinearity adjustment is required. As well as I did realization spectral density is peak at this, and also looks like there is some seasonality, and used Cochrane and the Lunchbox test to see the statistical significance. All are rejecting the null hypothesis, and try to use cross correlation function to see among the predictors any also it looks it's not specific lag, it's across the lag, either positively correlated, negatively correlated. You can see here. So some of them, and then use the model. The realization looks like a little wandering and a very small, slowly damping behavior with some suspicion about seasonality. But using that seasonality behavior, initial model suggested like a ARMA, and then look at little added some seasonality component, and they use that difference in check the seasonality. This is how this seasonality behavior is there, and the seasonality is vanishing after some time. There is no, you can see here. So then use the difference and found that the seasonality is kind of completely white noise. There is no major seasonality involved. So seasonality part is it's kind of not any significance in this data realization. Then I used this model it towards ARIMA model with all the details. The model equation is like this, and it suspected some seasonality, quarterly, semi-annually, annually behavior, but it's kind of little white noise, completely white noise. And then I use this model other than this ARIMA. I also used vector auto-regressive model to predict, and this is the prediction forecasting of uh, for the February 2nd week. So this is the forecast. And then I used a multilinear perception neural network model, and I use that model. That turns to be very good, and that is here you can see here, and here the forecasted values, and here is exactly the MSE and other things, and this is the multilinear forecast, and the same, and here as well. And this is the consolidated comparison, forecast comparison of different models. And you can see here in the different models, there are some models has a AAC has a high value, some of the models has like AAC is high, but a lower value of lower bound, upper bound value of forecasting on the February 2nd week. Some of them has high value of upper bound and you can see here high value of upper bound and as well as ASC. So from this model comparison, you can see the vector autoregressive model, which is exactly, it is the upper bound values are kind of reflecting a true forecasting behavior on the February 2nd week. So that sounds, it's really reasonable, and since it is taking into account of all the, correlation within predictors as well as with the target. So that is, so the model, the best model I said, the vector autoregressive model, and then the feature enhancement. What are the feature enhancement is, you can use, this is used only for Houston, we can use for other cities as well. And it particularly can use this model for some of the natural disaster cities. And then also you can use this one to, power utility companies evaluate this model against their model as well. And also we can do some fine tuning with, hourly, instead of hourly weather channel and the power usage in 15 minutes interval, adjust that and refit the model. And also this model can be used for state level lawmakers. They can use to forecast there, and then can see how this particular forecast in the worst day is able to refit with the different sources of energy they are producing, like just natural gas, wind, coal, and all. So they can use that to adjust. So that concludes my presentation